What's going on YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your favorite realtor around the Atlanta metro area. Coming at you today with a market update. Nothing crazy, just something really to start looking at for the last year or so, what we've been looking at and how everything has been reacting this past month. So make this nice and easy. Let's start with mortgage rates. I'm sure you guys hear in the news all the time about the Fed raising the interest rates and hiking it, and they've gone up 75 BP and which is astronomically historical. Like, we've never seen a bigger change or a hike in the interest rate as that before, not gonna lie. But what you guys need to know is how that really affects you. It's not as crazy as you would really think. Right now we're looking at about 5.25% to 5.5% on interest rates for your mortgage, and while that is a lot higher than what we've had, it's not crazy astronomical as the things that we've seen in the past. As of course, around 2020 and 2021, even, you know, we were having some crazy years where we were getting 2.5%, 2%, 3%, and that was just really the government throwing out money. Like, they were just trying to lend out money and give people chances. As of today, like I said, we're sitting at definitely double than what we were at 2020 during the pandemic, but that was like another astronomical time to where you could have got a house for dirt cheap. You know? Also, some quick info: if you're trying to find lenders in your area, or just trying to actually find any lenders, you can check out this website. I'm not sponsored, but you can go ahead and check out this website because I think it's just a really good resource, and it lists pretty much every lender that's going to be around you, and you can go and click straight through there to kind of figure what you need. That's going to be bestmoney.com, and you can get basically a whole list of lenders there that you can pull up, and they'll give you, you know, their different rates, what you could qualify for, how much you have, and basically you can figure out how to find all that stuff in one of my past videos over there. So now let's go ahead and hop into some of the quick market data. We're gonna do really my surrounding area. I am in the Georgia metropolitan area. I'm in the Douglasville, Winston, Lithia Springs, Fulton area, checking out Carrollton and things like that. So we're gonna kind of pull numbers from everywhere around me, just kind of judge. I know national wise on the west, prices are starting to come down. We're starting to see some big cuts, $15,000, $20,000 off the listing prices, because things are just not going as fast. It is still a seller's market, at least in my area for sure. I know in the west, like I said, it's coming down a lot faster, but where I am, it's still very seller motivated. While we are seeing price cuts and things are staying on the market a little bit longer than normal, it's not crazy. It's just not as crazy as it has been, and you'll kind of see within the last numbers. So as of July of last month, 2022, we had an increased price as of from last year of 26% at an average of $335,000. So basically we had about a $70,000 increase in the market in 1 year on house pricing. On top of the fact that these houses were selling at about 13 days on market compared to 9 days on market as of last year. So we're only losing a couple days, and we've gone up in price and up in mortgage rates. So let's remember that. So for last month, we had about 129 homes sold compared to the 162 that we had of last year. So you can kind of see the numbers aren't really far off. Everybody's saying that we're definitely coming up to this bubble, and it's definitely slowed down a little bit, but nowhere astronomically close to what you would think. So let's take a look at some of the other numbers just to see, out of all those homes that were sold, how much of them were actually being sold for regular prices and whatnot. The nearby cities, which would end up being Winston, Lithia Springs, Douglasville, Belle Arbe area, increases of over 23% in price in every single sector surrounding our city. Every single one, and that's starting with Winston at the highest at about 36.9%, Lithia coming up at 31.4%, Douglasville at 28.3%, and the Belle Arbe area at 24.3%. So we're talking upwards of $50,000 at least in each area surrounding the Atlanta metropolitan area, and that's all cities 20-30 minutes outside of the actual Atlanta area, outside of 285. From all these homes sold around our surrounding area, we had about 12 that were sold under asking, 14 that were sold at asking, and 21 that were sold over asking price, meaning that we had about 44% of all the homes sold last month above listing price. So we're definitely still in a seller's market. Like I said, the numbers are starting to come down. Mortgage rates are not hiking up as much as we're used to. We are seeing price cuts, especially across the nation, and it's definitely starting to fluctuate over into our area. Also seeing a lot of for sale by owners start to come up, and really try to push their properties. Everybody you can see is trying to get in that last little squeeze. They think it's over, so they're trying to kind of basically get as much as they can for their properties. What does this mean for you? Well, this is a possibility. If we're seeing things come down in the west side, that always translates to the east side. Prices could be dropping immaculately. Like I said, on a lot of for sale by owners that I've been seeing, especially listed on Zillow and for salebyowner.com, etc., we're seeing price cuts of like $15,000 to $20,000 on these houses, because people are just understanding that the money's not there. You're over here selling like 2-3 bed and baths for $300,000, $350,000, when that's just realistically not what they're worth, and prices are kind of starting to get more realistic at the end of the day. I've also been having a big problem with a lot of big money coming in and buying houses, single family places, and turning them into rentals, which is increasing the rent like crazy. Guys, listen, if you're gonna keep getting stuck in rent, make sure it's just at least making sense for your budget. If it does in some possible way, there are situations where renting is gonna definitely benefit you. But if it's not benefiting you, look to get out of it as fast as possible. You can always kind of reach out to advisors in your area to see what you can do. There's always grants you can apply for to try and get some free money. But I'd say definitely in the next couple of months that we're going to start seeing a lot of opportunity. Right now, there's a lot of opportunity in the market. There's a lot of fix and flips that can be done. It's just really if you guys want to go out and take that risk. Of course, nobody knows what's really going to happen, but in the last months, things are starting to kind of tap on the brake pedal. So we're starting to see a little bit more resistance from buyers. And a little bit more struggle from the seller side, honestly. So hope you guys enjoyed that quick little market update. I'd like to keep you guys updated on things like this all the time, on homes sold in the area, where they're going, how they're going, about the prices, and where we're going next, you know. So if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and smash that like button. I will see you guys again next week with a more detailed, more informative video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys something quick and something useful you guys can kind of start looking around and know what's going to happen in the next coming months. Because I'd say in the next year or so, you guys really want to start being prepared, especially if you're looking into buying a property or buying a home. The next year or so is going to be extremely crucial. That bubble pop may happen, may not. Truthfully, we'll never know. All I know is prices keep going up and interest rates keep going up. So you definitely need to keep your money up, keep your mind up, and stay informed. I will see you guys again next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.